Say hello. Can it even see him?
No, he's up.
Up. Up. Say hello. He's trying to take this as if it's a toy or a... Okay. Sorry, buddy. It's my microphone.
Gotta adjust the production here.
Is he just in the back of it? You can flip the camera.
You can see his little ears, his head.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Come on, sit up.
Bye, buddy.
Oh, he's looking.
Oh man. Well, I guess we're having honesty hour here. So, hold on. Let me get this out of the way. Oh yeah, we're on. So, just hit the bong and took a Xanax. So I'm nice and calm right now. But I wanted to, I guess, just open up about how things have been, everything I've been going through in the past 2 years. I moved out here. So, for those that don't know me well, and for those that maybe aren't that familiar with my story, without getting into too much detail, I finished undergrad late in college, probably like 27. Went on to chiropractic school in Northern California because I needed to move to California. I literally lived in this room that was made in a garage in an Airbnb. I rode the bus for multiple hours a day to get places. I knew fucking not a soul, and life was, yeah, shit was rough. And then moved back for the pandemic to New Orleans, where I'm from, but was just couch hopping. Literally moved 7 times in that 1 year. Ended up moving from my brother's couch to San Diego. Was like, fuck it, I'll do this online school anywhere. But I really wanted to figure something out in San Diego with, fitness related. But that's when I dropped out of school, started my online coaching business. Literally, basically the day I met Kelly was the day I started my online coaching business, because I met her, and within one conversation I realized what was possible for myself. I just never had a business sense and knew what to do business wise. But I've been a personal trainer since I was 18. I turned 31 years old today. I've been in the fitness industry for a very long time. This is my passion. I've put my whole life into this. Since I was 14 years old, I've been obsessed with this, and just utterly obsessed with the gym. And then, from 21 years old, from like 18 to 21, utterly obsessed with bodybuilding, and getting to a point where I have some stability in my life. I can actually start bodybuilding. And, all of that was wiped under my feet. The second I actually started working with a coach, Terrence Ruffin, literally second at the Mr. Olympia before in Classic Physique, one of the best bodybuilders of our generation, was coaching me. And then I had all these injuries from the Lyme disease, and my health went to shit. And these past 2 years have been an insane roller coaster. I mean, you could go through my Instagram and my YouTube and see it. It's been, I have felt like utter despair and helplessness multiple times, and it's getting to the point now. I got up and smoked last night because I didn't smoke. I was trying to just go to sleep without smoking, and I have a very bad insomnia. And I got up to smoke and go back to bed, and ended up having like kind of this psychedelic experience, because I went back to bed, put my face mask on, and just kind of like lay there as I started to get high. And I really was able to just like be like, oh, okay, this is, here's hope. This is, I am depressed. I am feeling hopeless. This is what all of this is. This is what not having faith in a vision feels like. Because, my whole 20s to get to this point, I had a vision for myself. It wasn't just, it wasn't just, luck and an accident. Like, I had a vision for getting to doing what I'm doing. And, I took all of the paths that potentially got me as close as I possibly could to those things, because I had no fucking idea how to get here, right? And that's what led me to San Jose, going to chiropractic school. Didn't even know if I wanted to do that fully. Was living in a city where I knew no one, taking public transportation. I sold my car just to be able to move there and afford first month's rent. That I got that money lost, basically stolen from me. Didn't work out. Just crazy situation, then moving 7 times, living on my brother's house, my parents who I don't talk to, a friend who I don't talk to or speak to anymore, and then moving multiple times here in San Diego, with a few bags to my name, and getting to where I am today from just not knowing what the fuck I was going to do. I made a couple friends when I first moved out here that were just urging me to start driving for Uber and make some money, so that I wouldn't rely on the unemployment that I got on. I tried to get a job at a gym, and literally the gym's closed, so I got on unemployment for the pandemic relief because I couldn't fucking work because I was obviously a personal trainer, and I just dropped out of school and couldn't get the financial aid. And so here I am in San Diego in this new city trying to figure out I've been through so much in the past 2 years, so much uncertainty, so much wildness, but up until me getting sick, like I've had a vision to get me here. I've had a confidence and I've had belief in something invisible, and I've just felt that completely disappear from my body. And in the past 2 years, I've really had to feel the agony of having that stripped from my soul. And now just being in the depths of hell around these ideas of feeling so lost, now I can start to rebuild a vision for myself and have belief in something uncertain and unknown and invisible, and that's what I'm missing, and I'm trying so hard and working so hard on it, and it's literally starting from nothing and starting from scratch again. It's starting from being so successful with this business, having 300 something followers, going all the way up to 15,000 followers in the span of a little over a year, like a year and a half, making almost 6 figures in my first year of business, hitting 6 figures of revenue in the first 14 months after being on unemployment, after not knowing what the fuck I was going to do with my life. Like how was I going to figure this out? What was this going to look like? And then going as high as hitting $18,000 in a month. I mean, I don't think you guys understand what that feels like for me. Like, I don't know if you've made that much money. I don't know, whatever, but fuck, I mean, I was on unemployment. I used to steal toilet paper from work. I've stolen groceries from the grocery store and kept that last thing hidden in the Costco basket and hoped they wouldn't count it off because fuck, man, I don't have any fucking money and I gotta fucking eat like a bodybuilder and still pursue my dreams. That was my life. But as an entrepreneur, I felt getting up to $18,000, and then I felt as low as $2,000 to $3,000 the next month. And I don't know if you know what that feels like, but that's fucking crazy too. That's a fucking roller coaster of just, you were really feeling a high, and then you were fucking on back to the ground, bitch. Here you go, bitch. Start over. I mean, it's mind blowing that just the roller coaster that I've been on with, being just an entrepreneur through all of this health shit. And then alone where the journey started, and just, the back, all the details that you guys don't even know. Only I experienced by myself. Only I experienced what it was like to sit on that bus and fucking listen to Rocky music, listen to the Rocky soundtrack at like 11 p.m. while I'm trying to get home on these different buses. And I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's freezing outside. And I got to walk a mile by the interstate just to get back to the Airbnb that I'm living in. It's been fucking crazy. And, in the midst of fucking real life shit, I mean real life shit. Like I know some people go through it, but other people's, at some point in life, I think we all get hit pretty hard. But some things are for sure harder than others. There's pain and then there's agony, and like I said, I'm in a very, very big rebuilding stage, just mentally. So I just want to talk to somebody out there. If you're listening to this, like, you did it once, you can do it again, and just start building day on a day. Like I just listened to this podcast from this guy talking about just one more day. Like what if I can, build this image in my mind just one more day? What if I can build this vision just one more day? And I think I really need to just focus on that and focus on the small wins like I did when I built myself before, from fucking just this degenerate who had no idea what he was doing with his life and fucking had, I don't know, life slap me in the face at 25 and be like, bro, I need to fucking do something with my life. So, I don't know, man. It's, I don't know. I just thought I'd open up and talk a little bit, because it's been fucking wild, man. It's been, yeah, no words can describe what I have been through. Just checking to see if this is on. No words can describe what I've been through this past 2 years, and gotta keep fighting though. Got to keep fighting. There's no other option. And I did not fight for I did not fight for a higher existence my entire 20s to just stop when I'm 30. Like, this sickness, this illness, this disease blindsided my life, and I've been slowly picking up the pieces and building back again. And I need to stay focused on that vision, and I will, and I must, and you need to too. And together we need to move forward, and we need to keep focusing on just creating something and moving after it, and focusing on the small details and every day and winning those, and just showing up the next day and the next day and the next day, because that's, that's how it's done. That's how it was done in the past. That's how I did it in the past, even if I didn't see the road. There was another thing in the podcast that I really liked, where you were talking about watching a group of kids hit a piñata, and all these kids were just slanging and banging it, and it wasn't opening, and kid after kid after kid, and then finally one kid really connects with it, and it blows everywhere. And it's like, it wasn't just that one hit at the end, it was like all those small blows that you didn't even see. And it's like, shit, man, that just reminded me of just like, whoa, like, I used to have just this blind vision of something, and I've really had to reevaluate my life, but yeah, it's time to keep building that person that I set out to build, and that life I set out to live when, long before you guys even probably knew who the fuck I was. So let's go.